What's going on, everybody? This is Jen coming at you on my downtime. I hope you're all having a great day, and I'm just about to make a video response to Nothing's Impossible 77, straight out of Brooklyn, but I'm coming from New Jersey, obviously, representing NJ all day, as always. Um, Her video is entitled, Yep, I Was Tormented, and I stopped the video at 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Because I'm like, you don't know. Um, anyway, I have you on my Facebook. I try to talk with you as much as I possibly can, and I feel like there's kind of a distance between you and me every time that I attempt to talk with you, and I don't take it personal. I just figure maybe, it's not supposed to be that personal, and we could keep it up on here, which is fine. Um, Once I got done, watching all of 4 minutes and 8 seconds of your video, I thought to myself, I've been through all of that. I've I've had to file police reports. I've not filed police reports when I should have, especially when I've been stalked, and I've dealt with that. Um, I've been stalked by, some a couple of people that I've dated, and things got pretty freaking serious. I was never married. Never once in my lifetime was I married. I was never married. Didn't really want to be, because if I was going to take that big of a step, you know, I had to make sure that that was the person, truly the person I wanted to spend the rest of my days with. And I know that's a once in a lifetime thing, and I don't take light to that. So um, that's I'm 32 years of age too, so I mean, it can happen at any given time in my life. Whether I end up, having kids or not doesn't really matter. What matters is the relationship itself. The fact that, you have something that good. Um, if I had something that good yet, it would still be happening. And I would talk about that. And I think the one response that I wanted to give to you is, I think the reason why people aren't so real as far as, talking about their relationships goes, and the truth about it, all of the pains, the pitfalls, is because they don't want to necessarily dismantle their partner that they're with. I mean, think about it. Um, you're with this person, they're supporting you in the public eye, no matter what you're doing. So, of course, you think to yourself logically, any action deserves an equal yet opposite reaction. So if they're supporting you out in public and making you look good and supporting everything that you do, of course you're not going to talk bad about them. Of course you're going to say, "Oh yeah, this person is wonderful," and you talk about all their, their good attributes, what they've given to the community, everything that you care about, everything that made you fall in love with that person over and over and over again every time that you look at them, no matter how shitty the relationship can be in the moment. And I think that's one thing that people do, is they highlight the best attributes. And although that can be a good thing because it tells your partner that yes, you do love them and you'll support them no matter what. To the end of the world, till the end of the next world, you'll always support them. But I like what you bring up, excuse me, in this video, because the honesty really should be there. It really should be. But there's so much to where you two sit down and talk about what is wrong with the relationship and possibly what to do to fix it. Okay? A relationship, never mind a marriage, because I've never known marriage. I know relationships. A relationship takes work every single day that you're in it. And it shouldn't feel like a job, though. That's the problem. Too many people out there compare relationships to a job. No, I'm not here to show up every day, clock in, clock out. You don't have a clock in and clock out time. And you don't get paid for it, or at least you shouldn't. Okay? Because in my eyes, that would be prostitution, but that's just my personal opinion. In a relationship, you're always going to have problems. Yes, that's true. And I think the real reason why both parties don't put one another on blast, so to speak, is because you don't you don't do that when you're in it to win it with that person. And I say it that way. I don't care. It's a partnership. You are a team. You're in it to win it. Okay? If you're not, then yeah, of course you're gonna go talking all kinds of whatever ish behind each other's backs. And that's the thing, like, that's the problem. Yeah, we all know the truth. We all know the horrible things that happen in relationships. And yes, those topics should be covered, but in general. Not, oh, this person did this to me. Because when you do things like that, you're defaming that person's character. And yeah, I'm not gonna get into, legality and the system and that side of it. I'm just saying, in general, ethically, morally, yeah, we're not perfect. Not in the slightest. But I do know that when you're with somebody, no matter what kind of crap you go through, man, you don't blast their freaking name everywhere and saying, oh, this person did this to me and that person did that to me and he or she beat me. I mean, honestly, if you're going to talk about things like that, the worst parts of a relationship happening, if you're going to go ahead and put a person on blast or even the situation on blast, educate the public with it. Okay? Make it a service that actually is, toward the betterment of everybody, not just an outlet for you to, complain. I'm just saying, because when you're with somebody, that person is pretty much dressing you up in public, so to speak. They're making you look good. They're supporting you. No matter what the hell goes on behind closed doors, no matter how beautiful or ugly, that person is still with you on the outside of it. They're always supporting you. They're not talking shit about you. The only time that they don't is when they have people stalking you. That's when you got to start blasting, because it's not only illegal to have people stalking you, but that's a complete breach in trust. That person had completely screwed up your trust. So why even bother talking that person up in public or dressing them up in public, so to speak? There's no reason for it. But as long as that person has not gone out of their way to, have people stalk you or anything like that, and you guys are having your own issues behind closed doors and you deal with them however you want to deal with them, legally or otherwise, that's up to you. Through counseling, whatever, that's up to you. That's between you. And it shouldn't be blasted in public. That's just the way it is. However, at the same time, if it's so bad to the point where there's a lot of abuse going on, and I mean physical abuse, like you're being threatened, yeah, blast that shit. Talk about that. Say, hey, there's something wrong going on here, but in a way that's like, okay, I need assistance, or this is what I'm going through. If you can relate to it, no, I'm going through that right now, and I'm gonna get through it. Be determined about it, because once a relationship ends, it ends. And it ends once you put that person on blast. No lie. No doubt. There's nothing wrong with talking about the truth and talking about it publicly in a way that lets others know what you're going through and that you're not the only person going through it. But if you're not prepared to leave the situation in itself, that person, you might want to, just deal with them in life. That's all I had to say. That's just my response to this video. I'll make sure to watch the rest of it. I'm pretty sure that maybe, I'm covering some points that, you're about to cover, I'm about to see you cover, but I just wanted to shoot this out as a video response. Maybe it sounds like a contradiction, but there's a lot going on in my mind at the same time, and I'm not completely sure. Like, I am sure, just I'm not sure of how to communicate it because there's so much going on at the same time. It's ridiculous because I've been through a lot, so I understand. Um, and I know that it's not always the safest thing to do to put that sort of stuff on blast. The only time that you're safest doing that is when you know that you're in the clear. That's it. That's all I gotta say for today. This has been Jen coming at you on DTWJ, representing NJ all day, keeping it real as always. And Miss Brooklyn, if you see this, nothing's impossible 77. Thank you for watching. You guys take care now.